What's up, James? Back with another project video. I've sent you a million files, so you can take a look at all of those files and everything. I'm going to go over them, as always, in person. So basically, the end game of the project is to make a flip case that can store two phones. And essentially, this is the action that the case is going to do, right? It's going to have the two phones. You can flip them open or flip it open, and the two phones will be on the inside. And so I've got the two phones, right? You've got the versions of the phones, everything in here, right? And so just like this, where it opens like that, same exact thing. The goal is to have it so the two phones, it's essentially, a case for the two phones that flips open so you can hold them like this. And then the tricky stuff that's going to be in there. So I've got these two external batteries, Philips external batteries. I've got the model number and everything for you. And I like these because they're about a little bit smaller than the size of the phone, right? Which works out. They are just about as thin as the phone, so they don't add too much extra size. And so essentially one of the tricks to this, and I've got cables that I don't have right now, that when I get, I will send you the dimensions for and everything, and we can work with that. But essentially, the tricky thing that we're going to do is the case, right? Like, let's just say this is the case, is going to have an additional extra area to slide the battery into. And what we're going to do is inside the case, and I drew kind of like a picture of this, right? Where you plug in the charger into the phone, and then inside of the case, you can store the wire, and then it plugs right into the battery. So essentially, you've got the one side of the battery, right? The other side doesn't have anything. And so for the case, you would put this into the case. The case would have the USB port inside of it, right? And then inside the case, because this is longer, obviously, like the cords that I ordered are much shorter. So inside of the case, you would essentially have this cord, would be plugged in to the phone, right? And then inside of the case, it would run through the case, something like, like this or whatever. And then it would have the USB part like that. And then this part would go, boom, into here, right? And so that's kind of like what I was thinking for the battery stuff. And I got special cords that instead of going in and coming out like this, they go in like this and then come down. So it's much easier to kind of put the cable inside, right? And again, when I get the specific size of the cable, what I'm thinking is maybe, because these cables are not going to ever be removed from the case, right? I'm thinking we can literally just take the size of the cable and just put like an indent inside of the case so that you can literally to take up space, you could literally do something, like this with the wire so that we could just put it right inside. But yeah, that's kind of the project. I've got the two phones. I got the descriptions, all the sizes and everything. I took pictures of where the back so you could see where everything is. And yeah, that's kind of the project. Essentially, we're just making something so I can have my two phones and kind of hold them, you know, like this. And I have the one phone on top where I can like watch, you know, things or whatever, and have the bottom phone where I'm like gaming or like whatever. And obviously this has, you know, the ability to stop at like different angles. We really don't, that's a little too complicated, I think. You know, we just kind of want one 3D printed, maybe two 3D printed parts that clip together. But yeah, I will send you all of the models. Well, I have sent you all the models and everything. I've sent you my pictures of all of this stuff, which essentially is everything that I just went over, but in Word form. But yeah, let me know what you think. I look forward to approaching this project with you, and talk to you in the next one. Looking forward to the work that we do in 2026, as 2025 was a great year, and Happy New Year, and look forward to talking to you. Peace.